You're
Yeah, it kept most of mine that time.
um
That's all
yeah,
I
you also
need.
started a little late, but it's okay. Um what's up? Welcome back, y'all. This is episode
8,
8. I'm
episode
one
8.
I'm one late every time. Like I thought we
Yeah,
were in session 9 for Golvaria this week, but we were in session 8. Now we're in session 9 coming up.
yeah, now we're on
But
episode 8.
yeah, I've just been late as fuck. I was running late this morning too. Hey, it is what it is.
It's
It
all
happens
good.
for sure.
It's all good. As long as you don't impact anything, it doesn't matter.
Hey, we're our own bosses, like a
Yes, like a
fucking
pyramid.
multi-marketing
Yeah,
media
yeah.
scheme, whatever the fuck.
Like a where we have multi-bosses that come to a pyramid
Mhm.
that support other bosses underneath them.
And if we recruit more bosses into the scheme, the more money we get and that they
Exactly.
get, because they are
Exactly.
their own boss and create their own hours.
You know, do you know anyone who's fallen into a pyramid scheme? Like
So,
personally? You don't have to ask them
um
or anything, but like personally, do you? What
Let me
happened?
hold on, give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm gonna mute
Where
my
are you
mic.
going? Oh my god. He's definitely getting permission from his girlfriend to tell this story, and this is actually fucking hilarious. And I'm not cutting any of this out. This is all staying in. It's staying into the audio as well. Sorry for the audio listeners; they can't see it. But Alan ducked away, kind of almost off camera, to talk
Alright.
to Alexa. He's definitely asking permission to.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright. So when we first started talking, first met her, she was in this company. I never know how to pronounce it, Monat, whatever the fuck it was called. And she just got like a few of her families to buy it. She just wanted to see how much money you can make, and then she stopped. She literally made like two like purchases or two sales and then stopped. It hasn't been back since. So okay, sorry, she just yelled at me, but she made Oh, okay. Okay. She made
She's
a
throwing
lot more
numbers at
sales.
him.
Yeah, she had a lot more sales than that. At some point, had a $50 gross income per month or some shit. She just said,
Whoa.
"I know, I know. I'm
So
dating an
what was
independent
it? It was
woman."
like Monet. What was it selling?
Hair care products, skincare products, shit like that.
Oh my god, this is such stereotypical shit.
Yep.
Come
Yeah.
on, you
So,
gotta fall into
so
something unique. No, I got a good one. Speaking of unique, right? My sister, my own blood.
see, this is this is worse because you didn't even. You're just like, fuck it.
My own blood. When oh man, I don't even know how old I was. Maybe like 13.
So early. She caught on
I
this
was
wave early.
13. I was 13, 14, and she's 6 years older than me. Yeah, she was
She
on
was
the
on this wave.
she was on this wave, and she was in college. So she's a college student, fell into a pyramid scheme. And I was like, bruh, because my dad, while all this was going on, was like telling me how it works and
Mhm.
telling me like the concept of a pyramid scheme. And he's like, yeah, these things don't work. Like, you don't actually make like
That's
livable
so
income.
funny.
And then I was just like, "Then why is she doing it?" He is like, I don't know. So
Hey,
she she was with this company called oh man, of course, now of all times, I'm gonna draw a blank on because it was so long ago. But it was like this energy drink
oh god.
that was like made from like natural herbs and stuff. It was kind of like V8
What?
energy before they released V8 energy.
That doesn't make
Um
any sense, but carry on.
and it was in like these orange
Wait, also
cans.
V8 makes an energy drink?
Yeah, V8 makes an energy drink, and Hannah's a huge fan. Huge fan. She drinks them all the time.
Not shocked in a bit with that one.
Literally. And so these energy drinks were like natural, quote unquote, natural energy drinks.
Mhm.
And they were also sold in kind of like 5-hour energy like bottles as well. But primarily they were sold in cans, like the same
Like
size
the size of
cans.
a Red Bull or like
Yeah,
a
yeah, like about the
Monster?
size of a no, like about the size of a
Okay.
and she had cases, bruh. When I mean cases, I like I would go into the she kept them all in the garage, and I would go into the garage and sneak in and not sneak into the garage because it's my fucking garage, but I would go into the garage and I wasn't allowed to have energy drinks when I was a kid, so I would literally like sneak one and literally like in the garage just like fucking
Chug it. That's
pound
hilarious.
it, like just crush the cans, like throw it in the woods or something. Nobody would ever notice it was missing. Peop I think my sister would also drink them because
I mean, you have to drink from the water if you're there.
right, that's what I'm saying. But you can't tap into your own supply.
See, it's a pyramid scheme though, so it's like a
There's a
never-ending
conflict of interest
supply.
here.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
true.
like
That's true. It's a never-ending
so it's
supply.
not like a dealer to get by, like someone who's selling drugs to like need rent and stuff. It's like one of the people who started dealing drugs. He's like, I just want to smoke for free.
Yeah, yeah. Like our ex-con friend.
Hey,
You
if
know
you know,
the
you
one.
know. If you
Yeah,
know,
you
you
know
know.
the one.
Um,
So yeah, so she was in this pyramid scheme, and dude, we had so many cases in our garage. It seemed like we never ran out, even though people were obviously drinking them.
okay, I'm gonna ask a quick question. One, did she sell any of these ever at
I
all?
have no clue.
Okay. Two, did they just disappear to you at some point, or did you see
Yes.
them all get thrown away?
They just one day I left, next day I came back, they was all gone. I think my parents definitely because
Threw that shit out. I know
oh,
your
100%.
parents.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah.
just threw that shit out.
They definitely just yeeted that bitch. They were like, "Yo, fuck this shit," because I don't
Yeah.
know. Once upon a time, a few years back, my mom and dad like finally cleaned out our garage and stuff like that, and like we had a quad that was sitting in our garage. We got it when I was like probably
Okay,
like
what does a
12.
quad mean for people not from the sticks or who have lived in the sticks but never had a
Bro,
quad before?
everybody knows what a quad is. It's literally it's an ATV. It's literally
Ah,
just a
sick.
quad.
Thank you.
Yeah. Except it's one of the big bitches because it was a 650. So like it's like those are like the work quads that
Mhm.
they're like
Has
heavy duty.
650 horses in it?
It's like 650 cc. So
Yeah.
like yeah, sure. Yeah, 650 horses. um we used it mainly for plowing snow
Yeah.
because you're right, we do live in the sticks. um, so we get a lot of snow all the time. And
Well, you can live in the sticks and not get a lot of snow. It's just because where you live in the sticks, like, regionally, you get a lot of
yeah,
snow. Because if you're in the sticks in Texas, like I was, we didn't get snow.
that's true. So like we're
Hmm.
in the sticks in New Jersey. So there is a lot. And every so often I just fucking rip that bitch down the street. Yeah, like it's a private road. Definitely like 15, 20 miles per hour max. And I would rip that shit going like 35, 40, like on a quad going
Yeah.
the gap fast around those turns. One time I almost literally just caught a corner real bad because I was just going so fast. And I was like 12. So like I have my helmet on and I was just like this shit, like I can't see
Hey.
shit. And I'm like, the corner, dude. I was like at a car, probably like maybe a tenth of a mile away, and then I was like, boom, at the corner because where my house is, it fucking turns, and there's like a jagged turn that comes to a bend, and then the street keeps going, and that's the fucking turn. I was like, oh fuck, in my own house, dude. If I crashed, I would have been so pissed.
Yeah, shut up that you're wearing your helmet. I don't know
I was wearing my helmet, yeah.
if you read the article that I sent you later this week. I talked about it when we were hanging out on Wednesday a little bit. But I think he was going to be the antagonist of Moon Knight. He was going to play Midnight Man. I can't remember the actual
Yeah,
Midnight Man's name, but his name is just Jaspard Uleli. He's French, so
I think it's Gaspard. You Yeah, you got it.
yeah. See, I don't. I have hard enough times it's like saying names that I create for D&D. I'm just stupid.
The name of
So
the character is Anton Mogart.
Anton
Mogart.
Bogart, who's going to be Midnight
Anton
Man.
Mogart. I don't know why I said
See,
that so weird.
Um, yeah, he died in a skiing accident a couple of days ago, and it got reported that he wasn't wearing his helmet, wearing helmet. But
Yeah,
it was just kind of
tragic.
crazy. At least it was. This sounds shitty, but at least we got to see him in Moon Knight, and see him
Yeah,
act that one time.
I
But like at least filming was done and all that stuff, and you got to see him in some great light before.
I didn't know it's a series on Disney Plus, and originally I thought it was just a movie.
No, there's so much going on with Moon Knight. You cannot just put that in 1 hour. You got to flesh that shit out.
I feel like it's gonna be a pretty dope series.
Yeah, it's like
I really don't know anything about Moon Knight, so
multiple personalities. God of Anubis like is his like embodiment thing. Not God of Anubis, but oh my god, I
oh
can't
no,
believe
the Marvel guy. Oh
blanking.
no,
I'm blanking on his name. It
that'd be
starts with a
shaky.
K. Uh, yeah, it starts with a K as the god that's with Moon Knight. But yeah, he's like multiple personality disorder. DC fans would say it's Marvel's Batman. It would probably be the easiest way for you to understand it. But
For
yeah,
sure.
you
Hey,
don't even know what Moon Knight is.
Batman also does become a god when he sits in Mobius' chair. So
Um, yeah, Venom just became a god in the Marvel series comic books.
oh, in the
He's the,
comic books,
he's
really?
yeah, he's the god of all symbiotes right now. I'm
That's
pretty
pretty
sure,
funny.
if I remember correctly. It's a little bit since I've read that, but um,
Yeah, a little bit more about the actor, because I'm sure a lot of people probably won't know him just like based off of his name, but he's the dude who played Hannibal Lecter in the I guess that would be like the newest it's the sequel to the Silence of the
yeah,
Lamb movies.
I don't know the name
Um
of it, but
it's called Hannibal Right.
got it. Yeah, I never saw
So
that.
if you're
Not a
watching
scary
this or
movie guy.
listening to this, yeah, and you like scary movies, watch it. I've actually our our brother Nate told us that the Hannibal Rising is actually a really good movie, just like Silence of the Lambs. So definitely would recommend both. He also played Saint Laurent in the biopic of Saint Laurent, so he's definitely a prominent actor for sure. But mainly a French actor,
Yeah,
apparently.
that's what Nate was saying
Because
on
I
Wednesday.
when you sent me the article, I was like, I've never heard this dude before. I didn't even know he was supposed to play the antagonist of. I didn't know he was supposed to play Midnight Man.
Yeah, I didn't know either until I saw like the casting and everything, and then I saw it on Twitter again, and I was like, oh fuck, I can't believe that's happening. Like that shit kind of sucks.
Yeah, I think overconfidence probably just got the best of him, because I was reading. I did a little digging, and I was reading that he fell, obviously not wearing a helmet, so he died by a head injury. But he
Hmm.
was so confident because he said that, quote, I thought my parents thought I would ski before I could walk. So apparently half of his family was born in the French
Skiing
Alps. So yeah, so he was just so confident, which I understand. I mean, that even
makes sense.
happens. Yeah, I mean, outside of
Happens everywhere with
just like
confidence like
skiing
that.
or sports or extreme sports or anything like that. Even
Mhm.
like in the real world, like in construction too, they tell people like, yo, they no, they tell people one of them is being too
Mhm.
cocky on the job site, because motherfucker, they'll try and do a job, and it'll be dangerous to be like on a roof or something. It'll be like 3, 4 stories up. Somebody falls, and you can't survive 3, 4 stories. I mean, a story is 12 feet,
That's
so you
that's
know,
why I never could work in construction, bro. I just
yeah,
remember seeing
you're not
photos.
surviving a 50-foot drop.
Yeah, like I see photos of high rise workers, or I see them up there, and I just like not shit my pants, but I get like chills down my back. I'm like, nah,
Yeah,
fuck that. I would never do that shit.
dude, the amount of like harnesses and stuff that they wear to go up there is like insane. And they have
Mhm.
they never you can't see it on the pictures because it's so thin, but actually
Yeah,
they
you can give
have
them all
netting.
that, but you can't give them a fucking parachute. Seems like
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, you better pray for that harness or it's game over.
Facts.
The union,
You're gonna be like,
though,
you be swinging it like a cat tree
the union will give you a fat payout, though.
if you
Your
survive.
family,
Yeah,
your family, you're not
true.
surviving, but your family.
Um,
But some people really can't handle this. Um, yeah, some people really can't handle this. I know, like fucking the 757's getting a snowstorm.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. So today, actually, right now, it's the first, the January 1st to 20th, because it's a little pre-recorded, but Yeah, it's snowing slash sleeting right now, and it's supposed to get a little low in temperatures, and then continue snowing at like 10 a.m. or like around like 3. So it should be fun driving up there. I'm gonna be very cautious. I just put air in my tires.
In
Um,
Norfolk, though, everybody just kind of like shits the bucket when it comes with driving. It gets so bad.
so
It's
bad.
just, it's not like the roads get bad because they pre everything good, which is exactly what you should do. It's just
It's
like
the people.
people, yeah, it's the people. Like people don't really, they're not used to those kind of conditions. So it's like a lot of scared driving, which is okay because like driving in the sleet and stuff like that is like really scary and could cause accidents, obviously. But like people people like me, people like from the north, it's kind of like it's
Another
snow. It's
day.
like yeah, it's snow and we respect it, but it's like, all right, come on, like we gotta get it going. Like
Mhm.
you gotta get it going. And if you can't get it going, it's then just don't.
No, 100%.
But
It's
also in the north, there's so much of a higher expectation when it comes to like clearing the roads.
oh yeah.
Like if it snows overnight, the expectation is next morning those roads are clear. Like that's like you should be able to like get onto a highway and like drive yourself
Yep.
and like that's what people expect from New Jersey Department of Transportation. They're like, well, you gotta come on.
No, I agree.
Um
Yeah.
that it's
Um.
I was blown you
Oh.
guys are having a snowstorm. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a little chill.
literally. The one time we come to visit you guys to go see a Celtics game, there would be a fucking snowstorm. Like that's just our luck, bro. Honestly. But yeah, so we were talking about this a little bit. Like we're just straight tomorrow morning. Like once we both get off work, it's gonna go drive our asses straight up there. Hopefully to beat the heavy parts of the storm and just cruise. I mean, I'm probably not gonna go like 55, 60 on the highway just to see how it is in Virginia for like the 757 little Richmond area. I'll probably go like 40, 45 and see how it is for a little bit.
Well, I
Because
think
if it's
it's only a 65 on that strip of is that 95? No, it's 64. So
yeah.
it's only a 65 on six. So I mean if you like just be cruising in the right lane, you're chilling.
Yeah, exactly. So and again, I'm not really worried. I told a coworker this today. I'm not really worried about us on the road. I'm worried about the other people on the road. That's
Facts.
what I'm really worried about. Because I'm gonna be doing my thing, just chilling, driving, listen to a podcast. But I also just driving on not plowed or like not treaded snow sometimes is a little rough. And if I'm the first person on the highway, I definitely need to be careful with that. It's a little bit more slippery and stuff like that.
Luckily for you, you have a front wheel drive on your Malibu, so front wheel drive is actually pretty decent in the snow. Like
Hmm.
Hannah was she drove home from Amazon from work fucking the other day while it was like snowing and the sleet had already come down and everything. And she said she was driving on the highway and 60 it's a 70 because we live right off of 81. So
Hmm.
it's 70 coming all the way. I think she said she was going like 55, 60, um, and like her car hardly slipped, but every so often she would lose traction in the front,
Mm.
because obviously because of the ice and stuff like that, and it's front wheel drive, so that's where it's picking up her traction is in the front. So every so often she would get like caught up, but for the most part, she was like, yeah, I kind of just, she was like, I drove, but the challenge was getting around everyone.
Yep.
And she was like, I just had to basically like kind of dodge and position herself relative to some cars just in case that.
Know exactly what I'm going to be doing as well for while I'm driving in Norfolk.
But wink and luck, bitch ass snow.
Stop us.
Stop. A good
No.
time. We're going to DC in the snow.
Well, I don't think your area or
No,
DC is
we're not.
getting the snow, which that's the fucking annoying part. Is I literally had a conversation with Alexa, and I was like looking down, and I was like, "Baby, what if we get snowed in up there? Like that's a real chance of that shit happening. Well, what if we get snowed in here?" I was so annoyed. But yeah, it's gonna be fine. It should only be. I think we looked at it. It's only like 0.2 or 0.3 inches of snow by the time I'm supposed to leave fallen yet. Anyways,
Yeah, I was doing
you're tracking that storm. Oh, Adam dropped. Um,
we had some technical difficulties.
per usual, but
On the
what?
audio version, you get into technical difficulties song.
That's so funny.
The video
Um,
version, it's harder to do, so not
but
happening.
so we were talking about us going to the Celtics game from the snow, and actually, as we're going to the Celtics game, they just made a trade, and us talking about them wanting to make a trade. It was kind of a random trade.
It was.
We sent two second round picks to Denver for Bol and PJ Dozier and part of a three-way trade for them
Yeah.
to receive Brian Forbes from the Spurs. And the Spurs got one of our draft picks, I think, and the Nuggets
So
got one of our draft picks.
so
We know we sent
at the
Honcho
end
Chris to the Spurs.
so at the end of the day, it boiled down not as many draft picks as you think. It boiled down to the Celtics getting Bobo and PJ Dozier from the Nuggets. The
Who's a hooper? He's
Spurs,
just been injured.
um, both of them are actually like hoopers. PJ Dozier right now is actually blossoming into like a really good role player.
Yeah, he just
Like
sucks that he
straight
was hurt this year. He was
straight off
great.
the
I
straight
wish
off
he
the
was
bench.
better when he was for us, though.
Yeah. Well, we got him real early.
Real young.
Yeah. But Bobo too. Bobo's like now blossoming into a solid center. He literally just dropped 7 threes in a game. Like,
Yeah, it's injuries. It's some reason that their staff, like the NBA physical staff, failed him, but Denver can
mhm.
play him.
Yeah, so
How does that make sense?
basically the Pistons failed Bobo on his physical because Bobo is expected to miss 8 to 12 weeks due to surgery, a minor
Oh yeah,
surgery in his foot, and the Pistons didn't want to wait the 8 to 12 weeks for a healthy Bobo. Also, this would be what like the third time Bobo's been out due to some
foot surgery, I think.
injuries since he started playing, and he started playing in
Yeah,
2018.
I think we either flip him
So
or let him walk after his contract, and it's just like a placeholder kind of
yeah,
thing.
let's see. I mean, we're about to come to the All-Star break, so we're about at the half. So I mean, you know,
I
you,
think PJ Dozier's out for the season too, but I think we keep PJ Dozier. I honestly, but I want to see us make.
I think that decision genuinely will come down to his contract. Be like, you know
But
what I mean?
we need wing depth that can shoot though, and he's wing depth that can shoot and play defense. He's now a 3-and-D player, and that's what we need. Who really can play defense on our team besides JB and Marcus Smart? I mean, yes, Dennis
Aaron
Schroeder.
Naismith's getting there.
Yes, yeah, I would agree. But like JT, he's good defensively, but he's not like a stopper in my opinion. Um, we have people like Grant Williams can play defense. I'll give him that. Al Horford if he's healthy. Even
Garrett
Rob
Williams
Williams.
just has a like disgusting wingspan. It's like
Yes,
so
weird ass size.
disproportional to his
It's
body.
so long.
Yeah, he doesn't he have like a 7'6" wingspan or something like that? And
Yes,
it and isn't he only like 6'9",
something
6'10"?
like that. Something like that. Yeah, it's
Dude, it's
crazy.
so
It's a
weird.
Draymond
Like
mold. Draymond
it's
mold
like
for sure.
dog. You
Mhm.
look like Slenderman.
But I think a few pieces I want us to look to move is one Enos Freedom, get him off our team. The man's not
Oh,
helping
you
us
don't like
at
Enos
all.
Freedom, huh?
Not at all. He's not helping us at all. But I think Schroeder's definitely going to be moved somewhere, but for what I don't know. As much as it hates to say it, but Marcus Smart is not becoming the point guard that we need as a starting point guard. That man's a shooting guard. We need a floor general, like assisting point guard, pass first to open up space for the Jays. Um, like a Rondo, prime Rondo would kill it with this team right now, bro.
Oh my god! If we threw it back to 2010,
Yeah, we need some toughness on this team. We need some toughness, like
we do need some. We do need some solid playmaking guards.
you
Some
know what
guard,
I'm saying.
a guard who's not as afraid to put assists first, kind
Yes,
of like
or
Rondo.
I want a 3-and-D wing player that's like a not like a Kelly Oubre because I want him to play more defense than Kelly Oubre, but that kind of mold, a lanky player that can take the ball away from Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown if they have that kind of night.
Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, would be insane. Would be insane. But also My thing is
at a
like,
power forward, but he's also a power forward.
and we're starting Rob Williams and Al Horford together. Look, I get
Yeah,
wanting to start them, but let's not. Let's not and just start Grant Williams or Neesmith and call it
that
a
would
day.
be, dude. Imagine we have a stretch four, and then you know who's his replace a stretch four. If we had Jeremy Grant, it would then be a stretch four.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You just have
Um,
endless supplies of stretch four.
that's what we need. We also need a center that can actually defend, because if we go up against somebody who has an actual center, like imagine if we faced Jokic in a 7-game series,
Oh,
theoretically,
he's
dropping
demolishing.
60 on even
Yeah, he's
Embiid.
demolishing
Embiid
Horford.
Embiid's dropping 60 on us every game in a 7-game series. Like we need to make a drastic play, or we're gonna fight for the play-in. It's gonna be such an annoying season on the back half.
Well, the All-Star break was February 24th, we said, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So we got a month,
and a
and
couple days.
and then 2 weeks before that is the trade deadline. So we got February 10th is the trade deadline. So we got
It's getting really interesting because Miles Turner was with a big name on the block, but he's now out for 3 to 4 weeks. So our team's really gonna wait for that. If you wait for
no.
that,
I heard that I read on Instagram that Pacers took him off the block. That they're not looking at serious trades for him anymore.
who are they looking for then? Sabonis?
I don't know. They might maybe.
The Pacers are so okay with being okay.
We gotta, you know what? We gotta come back and we gotta finish talking about the trade real quick. So we got
Um,
the Spurs received from us uh Juancho Hernan Gomez,
yep.
and they received a 2028 second round pick from the Nuggets.
Ah,
And then the Nuggets got Brian Forbes, who actually had previously played for the Nuggets.
mhm.
Um Yeah, and actually, yeah, the Pistons trade that was trying to happen with the Nuggets originally was actually happened a week before this trade.
Mhm.
So it's kind of crazy, like the series of events that have happened, because all of this is like super recent, like
Yep.
within the past 2 weeks, basically. All of
No,
this happened,
100%.
this whole move, and
Um,
fucking hilarious. Me and our boy Connor, we literally were just talking about if the Celtics make a move towards the deadline. And I made the joke. I was like, dude, there's the Celtics. I bet there will be a lot of talk, but nothing will happen.
I mean, per usual, but I think the only piece
But then
that for
something
sure gets
happened.
moved. Yeah, but it's not like an immediate impact. I want an impact that shake the standings. Like, I want Ben Simmons or Dame or someone crazy to get moved. I'm just waiting for it. It's got to happen this season.
Ooh, I don't think Dame will get moved.
Not
I know
Dame,
you're just
but
using it
like,
for an example, but
yeah, like something like that, or like CJ. CJ goes somewhere because that pick is not going to be valuable because they're going to be ass without Dame.
that's true.
So, or you keep it, or you
Or
just you fire sale and you keep the pick and you get like a Chet Holmgren ask with Dame. Like that might be nice.
didn't you just tell me the other day that the Nets were looking to move James Harden?
So James Harden said I read an article that he will be willing to relocate in the free agency.
Is he coming up for free agency?
Yeah, this season.
The off season coming up?
Mhm. And so
Ooh.
rumors are that Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris are trying to get packaged together so Philly can clear up space with James Harden because James Harden I think he's from Philly.
I don't
But
know.
he's super close with Meek Mill and like all the people in Philly. Um, so he definitely wants to play there. But him and Embiid would be crazy together, bro.
Dude, that would be like
One of the best duos in the league right now. They would go
that would
crazy.
be just the missing link that
Yeah,
like
they both
Philly
needed
was needing.
their whole both of them.
James Harden is from Cali.
Cali, got it.
He's from
Oh, that's
SoCal.
right. That's right.
But yeah, and speaking of the Nets, you, actually, I think you sent me the video, and I had already seen the video on Instagram of
The
the
Netaverse.
Netterverse, dude. The fucking metaverse.
It's so funny.
It's
Because like
yeah.
what happened is
So
at work
what had
I
happened was
at work I was talking to two of the homies, and they're like, the metaverse, like we're gonna end up living in the metaverse, blah blah blah. And then one of them's like, what's crime gonna be like in the metaverse? Um,
what? Sorry. Hold on. More technical difficulties.
well, I guess technical is not the word,
Yeah,
but
that was physical
life. That was
difficulties.
life. That was
Life
life
difficulties.
difficulties.
So what had happened was, and I literally said that before all this. So
That's so funny.
what had happened was, is I don't know, Hannah's doing like this like meal plan that like helps her like make easier meal choices,
Mhm.
basically. They're like healthier, easier meal choices. Um and she's like warming one of them up, and the instructions said to thaw it. So she put it in the microwave, and she put it in there for like a minute. And she, she said when she turned around, the smoke was just everywhere. And I'm not gonna say it like that. When That's what she said. She said when she turned around, the smoke was everywhere, and um, when I went down there, the kitchen was so smoky that I literally I walked in there and I turned, and it looks like somebody had just taken like a fog machine and literally just
What?
let that bitch rip.
What
Just
did she
let her go
do?
to town. Like, dude,
What did she do?
it burnt. The thing in the microwave that she put in there, she burned it somehow. I don't know how she burned it, but it was like a muffin or something. So I guess the wrapping on the side burnt. I don't know, dude. I really
Oh,
don't know. But when I opened the when I opened the microwave,
were there flames?
I didn't even know what was in the microwave. I
Did
literally
she not
opened it.
open it?
I don't know. I guess not. I
Ah,
opened it, and literally it bloomed out. I put my head in. I just closed the door. I picked it up, brought it outside, opened it, and literally I just stood there. I just watched all this smoke just come out of the microwave, and I was like,
cold as fuck.
cold as hell.
That's wild. That's wild.
um,
At least y'all are okay. She didn't burn the house down. You know, I've almost done it with the Easy Mac. So
yeah, dude, whatever. But
someone almost burnt the bodega down, not putting water in the Easy Mac. I can't remember who though.
hmm,
I don't know if you were there. I
hmm,
might be misremembering it,
I
but
don't remember that.
I think someone, I can't remember. Something along the lines, maybe. Might be thinking of the old place of my 51st Street house. Who knows?
And maybe it
Who
was
fucking knows? I
you.
have a bad memory. It probably was me. It probably, I'm not disagreeing with that, but
Just burning
someone.
homes
It
down.
was someone.
So before
The
all of that,
metaverse. The
we were
metaverse.
talking about the
So,
metaverse.
yeah, the two homies at work were talking about living in the metaverse, right? And then I go home that night and I see a Instagram reel about a barber cutting hair in the metaverse, and he's just wearing an Oculus Rift and pretending he's cutting hair. It's hilarious, but scary as fuck. And then next thing I know, 2 days later, the Nets got the Netaverse. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's the next step?
Coincidence?
I don't know if you saw my post when I put it out, but I said, "Hey, yo, someone." I said, "Someone called Neo, bro. This gotta be stopped." Like, what's next? What's next? Huh?
Basically, for the people at home that don't know, the Nets and Yes Network, they basically set up
I think
a
yes, never.
hundred.
That's so funny.
Yeah, they set up 100 high res Canon cameras all around the court, so you get a whole 360 view
That's
around the
insane.
court. It feeds into some Canon video system, and it generates it generates a 3D rendering of the players and the court, and it doesn't fill the fans in though. So it's kind of like if they were hooping at the bubble.
Yeah, that's kind of
Which
how I
is
took it. That's kind of how I took
yeah,
it.
which is kind of funny, kind of cool. That we
I
have
feel
like
like
the
I'm playing
technology to do
2K,
that.
but I'm not playing 2K.
Yeah, it's also a little weird because I think from the video that it took, it like puts you in like the smack dab center,
Middle. So
like you
if
in the
someone gets a
game.
turnover, or like a fast break steal, you gotta be like this.
Yeah, and there are some motherfuckers who are gonna be like, oh, I like try to catch the ball, and they're gonna like throw themselves backwards.
It's
Oh
like
my
that video
god,
of
dude.
Russ and Harden sitting behind home plate, and the dude throws the fastball, and they both go.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All this technology through virtual reality, and
And ours to
honest,
still fuck up. That's crazy.
yeah,
Ugh.
that's just our luck. I mean, fucking
We barely can even play
you,
Back for Blood together. The servers barely even connect
that's
sometimes.
true. Sometimes
So
it's like
annoying.
a good hour setup. Sometimes. Do you
Also,
think?
we are some bojigglers when all three of us are together.
True. Sometimes we'll sit around talking about what game should we play, and then at
For
the
an
end we're like,
hour.
let's go to Left 4 Dead.
Back for Blood? Actually,
Back for Blood.
it's Back for Blood.
It's a Left 4 Dead game.
But it's not called Left 4 Dead. It's just made by the
Okay,
same
but
studios.
I think it's
It's
Left
just
4 Dead
made by the same
colon.
studios. It's just made by the same studios. It's not Left 4 Dead colon. It is just Back for Blood. Suck my dick.
It's not Left 4 Dead colon.
Back for
Back 4
Blood?
Blood.
No, or that would be on the cover of the game.
So you're telling me
It's just called Back for Blood.
you're telling me. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Dude, come on, man.
Come on.
Who do you think I am?
On.
Who
Do you
I am?
think this could pave a way for virtual 2K, VR 2K? Do you think it can happen?
What you mean by virtual 2K? Like, am I have to get like that track mat and like run? Because that's
No,
imagine
like
have to do virtual 2K and run the court, bro.
no. So like, I don't know. Have you ever using the Oculus? So I have an Oculus now. Slight flex.
You should join the Netaverse, bro. You gotta watch it.
Join the
You gotta.
Metaverse.
You have to
for
watch
sure.
one at least.
Dude.
And tell us to watch one, and then let us know how.
For
it is.
the podcast. For
the pod.
you.
For the pod.
For you watching
For
or
the pod.
listening to this episode. For the content.
We gotta know.
Whenever I'm sure Yes Network will put it out.
You should
whenever
bring your Oculus Rift.
whenever they put
to
it out,
the
I'm gonna do it.
Arena.
Why?
Just and wear that bitch. Just.
So basically, with the controllers, right? In a lot of games, if you use the left Joy-Con, you can kind of like jump to the space, basically. So when you're playing like 2K, you could basically like same mechanic. You like hold to like run down the court, essentially.
I mean, yeah.
Hold a button to shoot, and you have to like physically shoot, or you gotta run like this.
Oh god,
Just
on some Wii shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the what do you call it? The Oculus, it really has the mechanics to do that. Like,
Dude, you might as well just get your ass on a Wii Fit board and work out if you're gonna fucking do that.
this is dog. We're next gen. We're past the Wii Fit board.
You don't want to get told your body mass index is obese, even though you're like this big.
Oh my god! I used that. I used to have a Wii Fit board like that, and I used it once when I was like 10.
Yep. I got the skiing long jump record in my house, and then I never touched it again.
I was a big Wii. I had Wii Sports Resort, and
the fencing one was sick, dude.
Oh, dude, ping pong was my shit.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Ping pong was my absolute shit. These are some real throwbacks for people who are just playing. It's not throwbacks at all. This is like the early 2000s.
Yeah, I was working with someone today, and I was like, "You just turned 21, right?" He's like, "No, I'm turning 21 this year." I said, "God damn, I'm so old."
Damn.
I looked at one of my other. I looked at one of my other.
Wait, 2022 just started.
I looked at one of my associate manager, another assistant manager of mine, and I know he's about to turn 30, and I go, "If I feel old, what do you feel like, bro?" I just walked away.
Decrepit.
Fucking, this is a wheel, head ass.
Yeah. Fire.
Yeah.
He like it's a flint and steel. Fire. But back onto the gaming train. Big news
Oh yeah,
from
Microsoft just
my boys that
just woke up and decided to buy
chose
Activision Blizzard
violence.
for
Chose
some reason.
violence. Yeah, and decided to buy how much?
Almost 68.
Hold on, no, I got it right here.
67.9.
67.8 billion
70 billion, almost
$70 billion
for Call of
almost
Duty. Who
$70
the fuck is
billion.
playing this game?
And wow.
Yeah, I honestly just didn't think it was gonna be that much money. And to my point
come on,
was
son.
well, Blizzard would be yes, but Activision I thought would be going
Yo.
down the drain with
No
how bad
way.
COD's been doing.
Even though here's the
but-
thing, right? No, Alan.
Oh my god.
COD, right?
I'm not
Garbage.
gonna defend
No. I'm
COD.
not defending it anymore. Right? Garbage game now. Terrible game, right? But here's the thing, is that there are now like those 10 and 11-year-olds that are getting their MW2 experience. You know what I mean? Like there are now 10-year-olds who are like
Yeah, but
playing
they're not
this
doing it with
game,
MW2. They're
and
doing it with
no,
shitty CODs.
it's their version in their brain. Their perception is their reality, Alan. And
the gaming like now is nothing like what it was in Modern
no,
Warfare
of course
2 gaming.
not. And of course, that was why we could really shit on
The
it.
toxicity.
And then you look at like
hits
some like
different.
11-year-old who's still playing Fortnite, and you're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
No. So back to my main point. What I was saying is that the initial thought I had after reading the article that I sent to my homie, sent to you and Bam in the group chat, and I was like, how I see this going down, and it could be completely wrong. The way I'm guessing is it's more of like a centralized gaming now, kind of like how I don't know if this is everywhere, but at least in Norfolk you can only have Cox Wi-Fi. Kind of like that in a way of when there's like competitors, but there's only one real option at the end of the day. Um, like if Microsoft and Sony keep buying these big scale production like gaming companies and stuff like that, like at one point they're gonna have control over the whole market, and there's gonna be no room for the small developers and the small gamers to really get their shine. You know, besides the few marketplaces like Steam and stuff like that, but like to get them at E3, to get them on the shelves at gaming shops or whatever, you know, it's gonna be really hard now for them to do it if it keeps going this way. But also, some people think it's a really good thing that could be happening for technology, but who really knows? Oh,
Yeah,
also,
I feel like this is go ahead, finish. Sorry, 'cause I
while
don't want
you
to
were
lose your thought train.
while you were outside dealing with the whole microwave bullshit, I just read an article that Sony and Microsoft met apparently, and they agree to keep the terms of Call of Duty and the multiplayer game still cross-platform. So
All right, that's tight. That's tight.
so far, that's still gonna happen. So maybe the centralized gaming, like I said, isn't gonna happen because that's still allowed.
Yeah, because it's like, so I feel like you see this all the time in like the tech world. Like it happened because it's essentially just
Like T-Mobile just
one.
bought Sprint a year ago.
Yeah, it's essentially just one parent company that has all these like subsidiaries like under their umbrella, but eventually it's like everybody just comes back to that one parent company. But yeah, now I guess that puts into thought because now Xbox has Game Pass. So that puts in the like thought, how much more do you think they're gonna use Game Pass? You know what I mean? Because you can use Game Pass on PC as well. So it's like how is Microsoft really gonna like utilize now this God, plethora, this just fucking just onslaught of this catalog. You know what I mean? Because
I agree.
Because they've picked up Overwatch, they've picked up COD, every Treyarch or Ravensoft game that COD has ever any COD game ever basically. WoW.
They have the rights to everything.
Yeah, WoW, like
But see,
I'm
it's
sh-
interesting for the like Overwatch players and the Hearthstone players and the Heroes of the Storm that are like MOBA games and card games and a first person shooter because they're on PlayStation, they're on iPhone, they're on a whole bunch of other platforms.
I
It's
don't
like
see
how is this going to be managed?
I
And
don't see
I don't
I don't see
see
Microsoft
just
cornering
being
it,
like
like
I don't see
strangling
Microsoft
it.
just being like, "Ayo, you're done."
Yeah. No, 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 no,
Um,
no.
but it's just gonna be interesting to see where does this go. Like maybe from now on, you can only get Overwatch at a Microsoft, through Microsoft
I
type things.
think
But it, like, I
I want to
wonder if
think positively, right?
will Blizzard even have their own client anymore? Like they probably will. Like they
They
have
probably
to,
will.
right?
Yeah, for sure. They probably will.
Like,
Um,
do you think they just are going to be now Microsoft, or is it going to be like a Vans under VF kind of thing, to where it's like its own
ooh.
independent acting company, but still has to abide by the policies and the rules of VF?
Yeah, it'll probably be kind of like that because they're also absorbing King as well, which puts out
In
like
games,
mobile games and stuff like that. So King is
was it
another
King
kind of
Games that made Castle Crushers,
cas-
or was that Goliath?
uh Castle Crushers? Castle Crashers?
Yes, that's the fucking name. God damn it.
I was like, whoa. I was like, Sarah, what? No, they were they're Behemoth.
Okay, Behemoth. I thought it was like king or something that represented a giant. But yeah, that's huge news. That's huge news.
I think so. I want to be on the more like positive end, and I want to say that this is going to start
I'm
making cross platforming
not being
like just
negative.
way easier. You know what I mean? Because these games are on so many multiple platforms, but none of these platforms really like interact with each other. But that also like, what do you think that does for WoW? You know
Okay,
what I mean? Like this,
so
do you think that even does anything for WoW? That might other than maybe they start putting WoW into Microsoft computers. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like on PCs.
technically, it's already embedded in there. Do you know how many fucking gigs that is embedded into your computer? And not everybody's gonna just want WoW on their computer. But
With a game, maybe with like a gaming PC setup. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's like one
so
of those things, like incentivized kind of things. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, so how am I gonna say? Well, first off, I'm not being negative. I'm just wondering. I'm not saying that's gonna happen. Like I just maybe that's gonna happen with my centralized gaming thing. But for WoW is very interesting in my opinion because it's a lot like Destiny or Destiny 2, if anybody knows what I'm talking about. You have to get a lot of the expansions and everything for you to continuously play the game and truly have like the full experience and the full fun with it. WoW is a lot of the similar way of so many expansions and everything. Will it bring new
Very
players?
grindy.
Will it bring new I mean, it's an MMORPG. Of course, it's
Yeah.
grindy. Is it gonna bring new players? Maybe. It might. It could. But do I think it'll bring back new players or older players that stopped playing because they didn't like the way the game was going under a new lead development team? Yeah, it 100% could happen. But for like Overwatch and Hearthstone and the other games that Blizzard owns, I don't think it'll have much of an effect on it. Just because they're still like their own acting independent things. And there's no way Blizzard, Microsoft is going to take it over and be like, well, it is theirs now, but like, you know what I mean? They're still going to have full reign over it.
Do you think Activision Blizzard did this in attempt to push their bad press to Microsoft so they could kind of hand it off to Microsoft so they can basically just deal with it since Microsoft is so much of a larger company already?
Yeah, I can't remember who it was exactly, if it was the lead developer or director for Blizzard, but he was getting a whole bunch of like, I think it was sexual assault claims
Oh my god, he had so many. He had
to
sexual
him.
I think he had sexual harassment, sexual assault.
Yeah, the list goes on with him. I can't even remember because I was reading him so much, but he yeah, I think that maybe this just was like a good time. Like the value was so low in Blizzard. It's kind of like a player, you know what I'm saying? When a player's injured and you don't really think a lot's gonna happen with him, so you trade him to another team, and like maybe when that player comes back off that injury, he's gonna be who he was, or is he gonna be less? I think that's gonna be kind of how it was with Blizzard, is that they were taking a huge hit from like not scandal, the allegations, I guess, and they just took the chance and bought it. Like, why not? If there's any company to fix a tech company and make it running well for years, it's probably Microsoft.
For sure. Yeah. Microsoft or Apple, honestly.
Microsoft, Apple, Sony, honestly,
Sony.
big three.
Yeah.
It's
So
interesting because keep going.
I just wanted to like narrow down on the litigations that they're facing right now, and this isn't to say that this is the only time Blizzard has faced these allegations. This is just the only time that people in senior leadership have been caught, and it's been like it's been brought to light and it's gained notoriety and traction. But Blizzard's always been a shit show since the early 2000s. It's just they've just been a running mess of being unable to sweep out their bad employees. Right now, the departures of Berga, McCree, and LeCraft are the latest in a string of high-profile departures from Blizzard Entertainment, as the company reckons with a lawsuit alleging sexual harassment in the workplace. Following the lawsuit, Blizzard Entertainment president Jay Allen Brack stepped down from his role as well.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, so it'll be super interesting to where this goes. And Alexa was talking to me about something. I can't remember how it got to Nintendo, but she was asking a question about Nintendo or something like that. I was like, Nintendo's a little different. They don't really go out and buy companies like Sony and Microsoft do, because they're not into other things. It's like Sony literally has a movie production team, or they do TVs, they do gaming consoles, they do everything. Nintendo's really just like gaming console, just like Mario, shit like that, But the old like tradition and the value of Nintendo is probably still just as high as Microsoft or Sony.
Yeah, it's like Nintendo has its niche. You know what I mean? Nintendo's very like snug in its niche, and Nintendo has something. I mean, they build off of their own brand. You know what I mean?
They have been since the fucking
exactly,
60s.
and like and Microsoft and Sony do that as well, but they do that by pushing out tech products. They're like, buy our tech products, buy our tech products. Sony,
that's 100%.
Sony branched off, and then they started doing the movies and stuff like that. But yeah, Nintendo has its niche. But it's not to say like Nintendo owns the Pokemon company, and we all love Pokemon. I'm like, who don't love the Pokemon games? Come on now, you know what I'm saying? They own Pokemon.
That's Onion. That's Onion Turtle.
Yeah.
That's
big. That's Big Dick B.
Yo, I forgot what he says. What Diglett is? He was like, "Oh, that's floor shit."
Yeah,
that's three floor shits. Oh, that's motherfucking Pikachu right there.
Oh my god.
And on that note, I think next episode you'll be hearing from us after the Celtics game. You definitely should be getting some photos, some clips from that. So hopefully you guys enjoy.
That'll be flooding the socials. Flooding.
Yeah, facts. Keep sharing, liking, and reposting all of our stuff. It means a lot to us. And whatever day you're listening to this on, have a good day, and we will see you guys later.
See you.
Deuces.